And we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you wherever you are on this wonderful planet we call the planet Earth. My name is, of course, Desican Owl, and 8 o'clock or 12 o'clock in the United States cometh the hour, cometh the owl. And welcome to my second Wednesday stream for Star Citizen 2.6.3. This stream, unlike the Monday stream where we talk about news, is all about you guys. I like to hear feedback from you. I like to hear what you want me to do in the PU. I just want you to enjoy the game with me. Because, of course, this is a time where newbies can ask us questions. It's a time when you can get to learn a bit more about the game. If you're not a PC player and you've seen a lot of the game about, you want to ask a couple of questions, by all means. We're going to have a look around. We can do some of the ICC missions if you want. We can also just wander around Port Olisar. We can go to the shops. You know, do a little bit of shopping for some ballistic rifles, try on some new armor outfits. We could go to the asteroids of Yala, gaze and wonder at what 3.0 will eventually hold. And a crash. Awesome! Great way to start the show. Let me just try and reboot that for you guys. This is, first, straight off the bat, because this is a Wednesday stream, I will be making this very clear, because if you are a new player and you are interested in picking up Star Citizen, be prepared, it is still an alpha. Hey Paragon, how's it going? Thank you for joining me. You joined me as I've successfully crashed the game. Yeah, it is an alpha, so if you're thinking of picking it up, take a look at a couple of streams, have a look at a couple of YouTube videos. I can recommend a couple that you can go see. Board Gamer UK or the Noobifier 1337. I think that's him. Just check out, type in the Noobifier into Google or DuckDuckGo or Ask Jeeves or whatever search engine you are. If you're new to the game, just to have a look at this game before you pick it up. Because yes, it's still an alpha. Yes, it's buggy. Yes, it's going to take a long time to be developed. Yes, it's been going from 2012. It's currently 2017 and we're still in alpha. But it is immensely fun. So, don't let my current experience put you off if you are interested. Let me know what kind of packages you're looking at. I can recommend a few myself, or I can point you in the direction of those that can tell you. Until then, we will try desperately to load into the PU. Now, it's been really buggy today. I managed to get on at lunchtime, and I crashed out twice. One after 10 minutes and one after about 40 minutes. The third time I managed to get on, I managed to go for about half an hour before I died, and then that was pretty much my entire lunch break. I started at sort of stupid o'clock in the morning and finished super late. So I managed to get a decent hour and a half in the persistent universe before I had to restart what I was actually supposed to be doing. Okay, whilst we're loading back into the persistent universe again, I will go through the ground rules as I do every stream. I have the chat box open on the left. As you can see, I've managed to successfully say hi to Paragon Greenie, who is hopefully going to be joining us in the PU. And if we manage to do that, we might try and get him on Discord, although I haven't actually managed to set that up yet. We'll see how that works, because it should run off the desktop audio. If, of course, with the chat open, if you have any comments, any questions, any criticisms, so for example, my microphone is too loud, the background audio is too low, if something's out of sync, if the quality of the video is not great, let me know. I can improve it. I can only improve it if you guys tell me what's wrong, because currently all I can see on my screen is what I'm seeing in front of me in the game. I've not got the tablet in my hand, which you've got. I am looking on the TV you've got. I'm not looking through the PC you've got. So please, 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 if there's something wrong with the stream, let me know. Otherwise, just enjoy. Sit back, grab yourself a cup of tea, grab yourself a cup of coffee, make sure it's decaf, it's late in the day, unless, of course, you're in the United States, when you might need a pickup if you're watching me at lunchtime. And enjoy yourself. Ground rules, don't be an asshat to anybody, not to myself, not to anybody in the chat, not to anybody in real life. Just play it cool. And that covers, you know, the usual bullying or misogyny, homophobia, sexism, racism, you know, any of the isms. Any of the isms. You will get banned from the channel. I make that clear in all of my videos. It's never happened yet. Moobot is a bit on the twitchy side, so I don't think it would ever happen. But just to let you know. And speaking of Moobot, if you are intending to post links, please don't. What Moobot tends to do, even though I've tinkered with the settings a whole bunch of times, is it tends to then delete all of your comments from the Twitch chat. So it'll go in and delete every single one of them. So if you're planning on posting a link, don't do it. Right, so something is desperately wrong here. I've not heard any contact from the game for about 5 minutes, and we've been streaming now for, around about 5 minutes. So either it's going to recycle back to a loading screen, or it's going to be stuck like this. I'm going to have to restart the game again. So this is starting to be a really good stream, isn't it, guys? I start off my usual way. I load into the PU. I get right down to the spawning table, select my ship about to select my ship which I want, and then it crashes out. So, it's the perils of alpha development, and it has, like I said, been a bit glitchy today. Take a sip of water. Now, I've been super dehydrated today, mainly because I've just started my first DDP yoga workout. Yes, I'm going to talk about fitness, because as gamers we sit a lot in front of our TVs, in front of our computers with controllers, HOTAS systems, keyboards, mice in our hands without doing a lot of work. And my headset's turned off, so that's never a good sign, because that means it's been longer than 3 minutes until it's actually heard some music or something coming through. So the stream upload is still holding, and it's not saying I've dropped any packets, so I can only assume that the servers are playing silly buggers. So let's close out Star Citizen if it'll let me, which I don't think it will. Oh dear. Has my computer crashed? Giveth me a second, guys. Let me try and fix the problem. And yeah, I did. Like, you can't see what I'm doing. Good, because all you can see, if I do that and then that, did you see anything? No, you didn't see anything. Right, okay, we're going to end that task. We're going to relaunch the game and we're going to make it work. Third time's the charm, guys. Third time's the charm. Actually, whilst we're waiting, because I can't do any of the things that you guys might be interested in me doing in the persistent universe, we are going to talk about what happened on Citizens of the Stars. That's CIG's regular weekly. What would I say it is? It is an expo of a certain citizen, be that a streamer, a maker, a YouTuber, somebody that makes board games. It's a prominent citizen within the community, and we have a brief sort of 5-minute chat. Not even that, 3-minute chat. One of the community guys goes and has a chat with them, talk about what they do, and then we move on to it's either Subconscious, which is a look at what subscribers will get in the next month or next week, excuse me. And then we went to Quantum Questions. Now, Quantum Questions was hosted by Todd Pappy. He's one of the producers over in Frankfurt, and he came up with some interesting stuff. Because all these questions are either sourced from within the development team of that studio or from citizens themselves over on the Spectrum chat, what tends to happen is we get a mix of funny questions which seem to be in-jokes. For example, this week, Todd Pappy was asked exactly how many unicorns are on his desk, of which the number far exceeded the 5 he did say he had. And I was counting, Todd, I was. But we also got some juicy nuggets about what is coming in 3.0. Now, from what he has said, yay! We're in! I'll continue where I left off, seeing as I think that's the best way to go. We'll see how long we can last before we die. Well, the server dies. Right, so he said that in 3.0, we will not be able to use any escape pods. So for those of you that have Starfarers, or to a lesser extent Constellations, those funky little beds and those funky little pods that say escape pods on them, they will not work in 3.0. So don't get excited and think you can eject all over the place and hang around in little tiny cryopods, because that will not work. But one of the things, talking about the Constellation, one of the things he did say was going to happen was that little snub fighter docked into the back of the Constellation, right under where its arse would be. That little Merlin, P-52 snub fighter. Hopefully in 3.0 it will be able to detach and fly around. So that's another thing that another player can do whilst manning a Connie. So you've got your 2 co-pilots, your 2 gunners, and now you can have 1 guy in the Merlin. So that's 6 players theoretically can be doing something. Now currently the co-pilots can't do an awful lot in a Constellation. It's a bit of a warhorse, and a bit of a museum thing. I keep on saying it. It's your 1 main pilot, 2 gunners, and then anybody else is sort of like herp-a-derp-a-derp, flying along. But yes, the addition of the Merlin should be fun. Now you will be able to, well, you currently are able to eject from your ship in the current release 2.6.3, but in 3.0 of course we'll get atmospheric entry. And what does that mean for ejection? Because are you going to be able to eject out your ship in an atmosphere? And the answer is yes, but you will fall and you will die. Why do I say that? Well, there's no parachutes in the game, and I don't think they're going to be, well, Todd says there's not going to be any in 3.0. So don't expect to be able to jump out your ship and then gracefully glide to the floor whilst your ship crashes and burns, because that's not going to happen. Cast your dreams aside, folks. Parachutes are another feature that is coming, but it's not in 3.0. On a plus side and a boon for players like me that work with a HOTAS, there will be joystick control for ground-based vehicles. So if you've got a HOTAS stick, if you've got a Thrustmaster 1600M, an X56, a Warthog, X52s, you name it, anything with a joystick, you will be able to use it to control a ground vehicle. That's the Ursa rover and the Dragonfly sort of gravity motorbike thing. The final item of interest for the PU is in the next month you're going to see a hell of a lot more Caterpillars appearing in the PU. Because from June the 1st, subscribers will be getting the Caterpillar as their trial ship. So prepare to see a whole butt-ton of Caterpillars flying around, being spawned on one of these very large, lovely pads, which currently a Gladiator, is that a Gladiator, or is that a Sabre? I think that's either a Gladiator or Sabre on D00. Sorry, A00, that's A00. Yeah, you'll see a whole lot of those being spawned on the 00 pads, making that characteristic noise, and then blowing up. But if you do get the chance, if you are in the PU and one of the subscribers or anybody that owns a Caterpillar lets you on, I would thoroughly recommend sitting in or staring out at the observation room. It's soon to be the tractor beam room, because the Caterpillar does have a tractor beam with which to maneuver cargo around, and that's supposed to be the operator room. So if you go to the cockpit and then walk straight across the ship's width, there's another little door there which will lead you into a wonderful glass domed room. If you ever get the chance, sit in there while somebody goes through Quantum. It is an absolute sight to behold. This by far is one of the most prettiest games I have ever had the pleasure of playing. So if you do get a chance, do that. And of course, with all subscriber test flights of various ships, that comes with a sail. There's another one. I've just heard it. So we'll go find it, because it's an awesome ship to look at. It sounded like it was relatively close. That's the Constellation. You see, sometimes that happens. Sometimes it makes the noise and it disappears. Wow, I have got some seriously chunky frames tonight. This could mean we're about to go through a server desync. But I don't know, it's just me. There's probably a lot of players on tonight, seeing as it's a Wednesday in the evening in the UK. And we're usually lumped in with the French, so there's double the countries playing this. So, yeah, it's going to be a bit creaky. But yeah, for over the weekend, this coming weekend, subscribers will get the opportunity to purchase a Caterpillar if they have not already done so. I don't know the final pricing on that, but I'm assuming it's going to be in the upper 200s, lower 300s for one of those. So, like I said, expect to see a whole bunch more Caterpillars. Get on one if you don't own one. If you do own one, please let other people on, because they don't get to see the bigger ships, because most of the people just buy an Aurora starter package or a Mustang, and then they fly into the first ICC mission or the first comm array, get destroyed, and never pick up the game because we don't tell them how to play the game. So that's a message for basically everyone. If you're on a server, try to help newbies out, because they do need help. They haven't got any tutorial, not like we used to have. And even then, with that tutorial, I didn't learn Star Citizen until I started playing in the PU, and it was through helpful community members that I was able to learn. And finally, guys, that last piece of news before we actually get underway and do some fun things is, don't forget there's a subscriber town hall occurring on June the 6th. Now, subscribers, if you're not a subscriber, subscribers have a special place on Spectrum where they can hang out and post questions to these kind of things. So they will post their questions there. I haven't got any questions, but if you want me to ask you a question, ask a question for you, drop me a line here on chat and I will stick it into the Spectrum chat window. Hopefully it'll get answered, maybe not. But that's happening on June the 6th. And that's with the props, guys. So everything you see here, all this Olisar, right down to the tiny cups and shoes inside of her, that is props. So if you've got any questions about that, whether you can fit a Big Benny's into the flight cockpit of your Hornet, spoiler alert, you can't, I've tried it, then by all means ask them. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, thanks for tuning in. I know I've been streaming now for about 16 minutes. I'll probably cut out the majority of the loading problems for the YouTube guys. So, you know, those that have been watching me on the Twitch channel, you're the unlucky ones. You have to go the long route. YouTube guys are happy because they don't have to do that. And don't forget, I'll upload the day after I stream, so you'll get this one in the YouTube playlist, and I'll link it on Twitter. And if you don't have YouTube or you don't want to use YouTube, of course you can go with the VODs. But yeah, that'll be cool. I've completely forgotten what I was saying. So, oh yeah, so that's the thing. If YouTube guys, if you want to have a question answered, it is June the 6th, so you have got a little bit of time. I have just turned on YouTube notifications on my phone, so now I expect to get 2,000 spam ones. But if you do want a question answered in the subscriber forum, then please drop me a line. I will be more than happy to post them there for you. Finally, and I've just seen it flashed up on my phone, CIG have just launched their next installment in the Wednesday YouTube video lineup, which is Lawmaker's Guide to the Galaxy. That has just gone live, and that is for the Callus system. I don't know who's fronting that. I think it's Sherry, because it's her turn soon. But who knows? I haven't clicked through to that to look. But yes, if those that don't know and those that are new to the Star Citizen universe, Lawmaker's Guide to the Galaxy is when the CIG writing team takes about 10 to 15 minutes to go through the Arc Star map, which is available, I've completely forgotten, it's robertspaceindustries.com/Arc Star map. Google Arc Star map and you will find it's one of the top hits. That's made by the guys over at Turbulent, Canadian web development firm that not only made the star map, but they also made Spectrum, which is the current chat portal, which we've got available at robertspaceindustry.com/Spectrum. Woo! That was a lot to say, and I have been floating around now for 18 minutes and not really doing anything, so I will definitely bookmark this on the YouTube video, so that you guys can skip over that if you absolutely want to, if you've read everything, or if you've watched all the YouTubes and you've gone, yes, Des, I understand perfectly what CIG are doing. Stop talking about it and get to actually what you're doing. So, Wednesday streams. Monday streams, I go and bugger off to the ICC probe missions, and I do all of those. I collect some more Alpha UEC, and we have a chat about the news. Wednesday is all about you guys. You guys, and he says, scratching his nose whilst drifting sideways onto a Connie, which, even though the Connie I've selected is miles over that way, it is still being registered on my screen. He's not at Cryastro, but he's kind of there. What is that? Ooh, first question. Because I've got the constellation highlighted on my upper right MFD. Oh, it's gone. And just like that, it vanishes. Typical. Yeah, so guys, in chat, text me what you want to do. What do you want to see? Hopefully we'll be joined by Paragon Greenie, so if you want to see me try and shoot him again, I can. Or what else can we do? We can roleplay a policeman, and we can go and try and find some people at Korea. Spoiler alert, I'm not very good at FPS, so we are almost certain to die. I don't think there's a public enemy yet. Let's have a butcher's look at the mission schedule at the moment. RIP headphone users, because I just did that and I forgot that that doesn't work with headphones. No, there's no public enemy at the moment, so there's nobody to go and attack, and I don't really want to start attacking newbie players over at Korea because they get a bit upset. I won't shoot you, Paragon. Paragon just wrote, wow, no shooting me, I'm a nice person. Well, I seem to remember in the last Wednesday stream, over at a certain Kovalex shipping hub, a certain Paragon greenie opened fire on me first without provocation. So I tend, when I see a Paragon greenie, to shoot on sight and ask questions afterwards. Assuming they hang around in the Twitch chat and don't rage quit. Oh, speaking of rage quitters, over the lunchtime when I got on and I actually managed to get a fight with the public enemy, it was over at the ICC probe. We will go to... Let's have a look at the number of comma rays, because this was probably good. Yeah, 625. And I can recouple the ship and we can actually go and, you know, do something... instead of me flying around like a jackass and not doing anything that you want me to do. Yeah, I managed to get in a fight today over by the ICC probe with the public enemy. PE for short. I jumped into the engagement and he was being attacked by two other players, both of whom were in Auroras. Oh, and I just jumped into position with another person, so we're going to go and have to kill these guys, and I haven't actually bothered to link all my weapons, so I'm about to do something really stupid. Right, I'm being attacked, so let's... we're not going to let him enjoy that one for long, now that I've linked all my weapons together. Enjoy. Yeah, he was being engaged by two other players, two of which were in Mustangs. So I'm thinking he's just picked on these players. He's just opened fire randomly and not asked them, because that's the thing that really grinds my gears. When the pirates, what they don't do is they don't ask permission to engage. They just engage randomly. If you get got by one of those guys, they're a griefer. Just ignore them, fly away. If you respawn, join another server where they are not, and just, you know, enjoy the game. They are there to make your life miserable. Don't let them. It's not fair. But yeah, so I opened fire. Now, I was quite a way out from the ICC probe, so I thought to myself, ooh, he says, desperately trying not to derp into the ICC. So I, you know, chased him down. I've just activated free look again, which is that one. I'm getting in the way of this guy, so he's going to get upset because he can't. Go on, you can shoot him. There we go. It's up on the hat. There you go. My kill. We'll just say T-Zor array is all yours. Smiley face. Whoopsie. T-E-Z-O-R. So there we go. Right, we'll recouple. So yeah, I started to engage him. He's got, I'm assuming, 8 Tarantula 870 GTs. And those are size 2 ballistic weapons. Really nasty. If they get you on point. So I tried to get out of there as quickly as I possibly could, or at least I tried to avoid him, because if he gets one of those shots on me, it goes straight through my shield and it will take out significant parts of my ship without breaking a sweat. So I was sort of rotating around him and trying my best to get behind him and fill him full of lead. And whenever his shields dropped, he would warp back to the ICC probe. We were about 7 kilometers away. He would warp back to the ICC probe, let his shields recharge, and then come back at me. Now, I didn't want to chase him down. I didn't want to sit at the ICC probe, because if he was going to do that, he was almost certain to just warp to another location, turn around, and come straight back to me. And that's the kind of play you really don't want as well. Oh, no you don't. Yeah, that's right. Didn't think you were going to do that. I've also discovered a nice little nifty trick as well, but I'll tell you after this story. So Yeah, he was jumping backwards and forwards, and he was wasting ammunition. I mean, I'm not a fantastic pilot by any stretch of the imagination. Sometimes I have really bad off days where I end up just sucking completely and missing every single shot. Today seems to be an okay day. I seem to be having reasonable luck in attacking the targets. No, I'm being a bit sluggish here, and I'm letting him get in front of me again. So, nah, he's... I mean, he's doing really remarkably well to keep up with me. I also think I'm going a bit too fast. So the idea is to try and keep his arse pointed at me, because I don't want those nasty little sharp teeth getting anywhere close to my shields, because he's firing ballistic and those will just punch straight through. Even if the Hornet is a tank, it's not that good a tank. It will die if you don't look after it. So I managed to take out his shields twice, 3 times, hit him with a couple of missiles because they seem to be tracking today. And every time he would just walk back to the ICC probe and then let his shields recharge, come back, lose his shields, go back, come back to fight me, lose his shields, go back. I let him do that 3 or 4 times, and I was like, screw that for a game of soldiers. Because I'm not going to sit there letting him lose his shields and then come back at me. I'd busted his tail pretty good, and he'd taken off a wing by this stage. So if this is a war of attrition, I'm not going to spend half an hour of my life fighting this guy. Because he was pretty solid. He was in a Hornet F7C, same as me. And he was on point. After a while, I developed this technique. So I fly decoupled, as you've seen recently, and I've been doing that for 2 weeks now. I'm semi-confident in my ability to do so. But one thing I always started to do was I would be going massively across to the right with my IFCS activated. And then what I do is I just flick the stick over the other way, which would mean that I would then slow down to stationary and then start accelerating off the other way. And so, of course, every time I started losing wings or tail bits or guns or anything, it was always in that time when I was completely stationary. So I've now just come up with this system where come on, Des, use your words, because we've been doing rather well so far. I've not stuttered or stumbled or messed up my lines or anything, so I'm doing rather well. So I developed this system, and I'll stop for a moment. So if I'm travelling that way, what I can do is I can either go straight up or straight down. Now what that will do is it'll slew me up like that. So I'll follow this kind of pattern. Well, actually no, I'll follow this kind of pattern, where I will still be moving on my horizontal, my lateral motion relative to the target will still be high, but I'll be able to change the direction. But I can only go up, or I can only go down. I can't go straight across, because I'll have to go to 0, and then I'll have to go back the other way. So if I'm tracking right, if he locks onto me, I twist and I go up. And if he starts to lock onto me again, I twist and I can either come down or I can go this way. That way it keeps the enemy guessing. There's always a 50-50 chance he'll be able to work out where I'm going. But if you make it into an unpredictable pattern, then that 50-50 chance goes down significantly, especially in combat. So if you have an engagement where you do that twice, and you do that in sequence, you'll go both ways without fail. You do that 4 times and do it in a random pattern, then you can either go from here to here, and then here to here, and then back up to here, and back up and back up and down there and down there. And that becomes a random pattern, which is very difficult to track. And all the while, you're using this ability to orbit your target. You're pushing your nose down, or you're pulling your nose up, or you're laterally tracking, or you're rolling, and you're following this target around. But you're always going, tracking and pushing him up, or you're coming down around here, or you're going down and up here. You're never stationary, because that's what gets you. That's what gets the mouse and keyboard players. It's if you are completely stationary. Now, I'm by no means a wizzo at the... oh, gosh. There's only one thing. I wonder how many players will be at this one. Because I think it's only me and Teasor that are doing them. Although, it may not be, because there were more of them when I was helping Teasor. Yep, there's another player here. Oh, is there? Yes, there is. Yeah. Right, okay. Oh, what's that bogey? Ah, it's a Gladius. I'm going to take out the Gladius. Oh, there's a Saber. Oh, goodness. Right, okay. So we're going to have to really stay on point now if we're going to survive, because a Gladius, a Saber, and an Aurora. The Aurora I'm not so worried about. If it was a 350R, I would be horribly upset. Because I was watching Oxford SC's stream yesterday, and I think it was Syl on there mentioned how the 350R is incredibly buggy. You'll go from one engagement where the 350R works and it's easy to track, it's easy to kill, because it flies in a predictable pattern, and it has reasonable shields, and it has reasonable ballistic weapons. The problem will come when you're trying to engage it the other time, where it will go, ooh, I've slowed down and stopped. See there? I've just hit. Ooh, I'm being hit again. So I need to be much more on point with what I'm doing. I've already taken some damage. I'm still taking damage. And if any of those ballistics get through, I am screwed. So I really need to take out this Gladius right now, because it's the Saber that's locking me up. The Aurora, not so much. I'm not so worried about him. It's the Gladius. That guy is going to be a pain in the backside. So I need to take this guy out quickly. And the problem is that because you've got 3 ships attacking you. There we go. Right, no, I want the Saber now, because the Saber is going to be my mortal enemy in this fight. So there's another player here, almost certainly, and we'll almost certainly turned on the comm array right about now. The Aurora's having a go again, but he will overshoot. The Aurora tends to overshoot if you ever get into an engagement with one. It tends to overshoot. Yeah, there he goes. So I need to let my weapons recharge. If I was a sensible pilot, I would have now be running a ballistic loadout, because Sabres, they do not like it up them in terms of their ballistic loadouts. You know, the Saber's desperately trying to shoot me again, and because that's an EM tracking missile, I need to be a bit clever at how I evade it. So I'm just giving it light taps on the boost button. Now there's a bug with missiles where it will infinitely track me, so I need to be hit by it when I've got full shields. Otherwise it will cause massive amounts of damage to me. I can hear it, and I haven't got the nav ball up because it's glitched out. But you know, I think I've evaded it. Right, okay, so there we go. There was an engagement with... Why can I still hear it? It's a Drake Buck, and he looks like he's cruising for a bruising. I'm not a big fan of fighting Buccaneers, because Buccaneers tend to be a bit tanky. So I'm going to get out of that. Sounds like the missile, but there's a Buccaneer in the zone. And I'm critically damaged, and if he gets a couple of shots at me and he's a good pilot, I'm toast. So there you go, that's how to fight a PvE with an F7C against a Saber, a Gladius and an Aurora, and only have minimal damage. It does take some time, it does take some skill. I've been flying since 2015. And I've only in the last couple of weeks actually managed to get that far, and I think it's thanks to the X56s. Now, I'm not saying you should go out and immediately buy yourself a pair of X56s. Not everyone has that kind of cash, and to be honest, they're a bit of a mixed blessing. There we go, 500 UECs of damage, which for 1,500 from one comm array, I've made 1,000, well, just under 1,000 UEC profit. Not bad, can't complain. So, is everybody okay? For those of you who just joined us, thank you very much for doing so. My name is Desiccant Owl, and of course I am playing Star Citizen 2.6.3. It's a game available on PC. It's currently what some might describe early access, but it's a different model of early access than you might be used to with Steam or, say, Kickstarter. So this game was launched in 2012 by Chris Roberts, the guy who made the Wing Commander series. And for those of you that of an advanced age, I'm just outside that bracket, although I'm fast approaching it, will know Wing Commander. It was a seminal game of the 90s. It was a space sim. Do we want to try 306? It's probably going to be much the same with me trying to just shoot pirates. Other than that, it's ICC assistance. So this is becoming a bit slim pickings. So what I might do is I might go for this, but it'll almost certainly be already taken, probably by the guy in the buck. We'll get into an engagement. We'll have to engage 3 of them because, of course, the buck, being made of glass, is going to fly straight to the comm array and disengage and get out because they don't seem to track ships that aren't there. Yeah, there's the target already. It's a Gladius. It's Teasor again. So we're going to have to be nice now, and we're going to have to save Teasor, because Teasor's bacon, because... Ooh, you little bugger. He shot me. And I'm still in coupled mode, that's why. Oh, no you don't. Yeah, so the thing is, the one thing that will get a HOTAS player every time is the Gladius's size 2 gimbals. So you could see there, even though he wasn't pointed directly at me, he was able to get a serious good hit on me, depleted some of my shield, and it's probably done 100 units worth of credits worth of damage to my hull. But you see the way he's just spraying and praying. Now he can track me with his gimbaled weapons. Well, I'm also surprised at the fact I've not been able to destroy him yet. I've got several good volleys on him, and this is the problem with lasers, because they need to go through the shielding. Certain shields are really good against lasers, and this... No, I don't want to get in front of him. I want to get behind him. There we go. That's what I'm after. Nice arse shot. And I'm sorry if I go a bit quiet because I'm desperately trying to concentrate. Because I'm doing a bit more fine motor control, because he is making some rookie mistakes. This Gladius, there it goes, and Teasor has taken out the other one. So oh, Teasor's left. I'll go Teasor. You were here first. The comm array is yours by right. I mean, I can take it if you want. If he but I'm nice. I'm a nice person. If someone came here first, when somebody else jumps into comm array, the problem is if there's someone already there, it'll spawn 3 fighters, and if you don't go and help them, those 3 fighters will all lock onto a target, and unfortunately it causes as soon as he turns up, it's going to be hell on a... And it's going to spawn a whole lot more targets. Yep, there they go. So we're going to be nice to Teasor, and we're going to clean it up again. I'm not going to claim it. It's his by right. I was here first. I've screwed it up for him. Because it's not fair that if you turn up and then leave. Granted, they may despawn, but it'll take them a while. Not before, especially for a new player. It's going to completely wreck them. Oh, why can't I hit this guy? See, this is what I'm talking about. Sometimes you'll have really good days, and sometimes you'll have really shoddy days. And it's not even days. You'll just have periods during your fight where you will just end up with just you just can't hit the target. Oh, it's another Aurora. Okay, we didn't have to worry. It was not a massive thing. Even a rookie pilot can take on 2 Auroras. They might suffer some serious damage. Now, teaser's off to my left. So, actually, this gives me a good opportunity as well. So, for those of you who are thinking, why didn't I just claim the Comore myself? Well, it's also good practice in fighting in a unit. For those of you who are in Orgs with a fighter division, who are planning on flying in a group, you will need to learn how to fly in a team. And so this is good. It's about checking enemy friendly fire, because Teazor's a nice guy. He won't attack me unless I attack him. And at the same time, I don't want to be doing damage to him like there. Something else is coming in. Does that mean another player spawned in the AO? It's a Gladius. Okay, so it's not. It's part of the 3 ships that... Come on, buddy. Fate, look at me. Right, the frames have gone to all hell in a handbasket. So I'll be lucky if I can hit this guy at all. He's just launched his cluster missiles. And completely obliterated him. So there we go. Yeah, it's a very good skill to learn. Is not being able to not hitting another player during an engagement, because the last thing you're going to want to do is pop up at a target. We'll say that we're going to get 730 because we have been nice and let Teazor get that one. So we're going to be nice and go grab a. We'll go grab 730. Now Teazor might then return the favour and we might have another 3 ships to defeat. But again, that's the beauty of running with an all laser setup, is that you don't have to go back and restore. Oh, who's on this one? Stephen Nemesis. Oh, what have I done? Sometimes this happens and I don't understand why it does it. Oh, it's just spawned another Cutlass. Why is it not giving me a target marker? Come on, give me a target marker. There we go. Right, take off coupled mode. Activate G-Safe again, please, because I don't want to be blacking out at even the basic maneuvers. I want to be able to... Right, okay, what's the other target? Because it's an Aurora. He's hitting me, so I'm going to take him out first, even though I probably should be focusing my efforts on the Cutlass. I'm going to take out the Aurora first, because he's more maneuverable in this situation. And the reason why I'm aiming ahead of him is that the lead marker does not equate to an actual hit. You kind of had to lead the lead marker to be able to get a contact hit. Now I'm hoping Stephen Nemesis will be able to handle 2 Cutlasses. Unlike in the Arena Commander section of Star Citizen. Sorry, my memory load is overstuffed. I'm buffering, and so it takes me a while to come up with a good response. I have to let my weapons charge because this is getting silly. There we go. Right, okay, so the Ninetales Aurora is toast. There's the next Ninetale Cutlass. It's down below me, so we're gonna have to go and take him out because poor old Stephen Nemesis is getting his ass handed to him on a silver platter. So we'll get 2 missiles loaded up there, and these are EM tracking missiles. And because the Cutlass has a big old power plant and a big old everything else, this is going to hurt. Because they will be able to track him like nobody's business. And so again, this is good. This is good training. Right, okay, the Cutlass has locked onto me. So I now need making Billy Big Steps and doing my evasive tactics. Now, all we've got to do for this guy is we just need to immobilize him. Everything else is just gravy. He is taking a pounding. And Steven Universe just rammed into him, so he's now gone. And he managed to disable the other Cutlass, so that was unfortunate to say the least. Ooh, that was lucky. I almost we'll say no, Stephen. Hopefully he hasn't. Let's ask him. We've asked him whether he still wants the array. I'm still clear to help him, and I can just jump out of system. Okay, so this is right. He's obviously jumped back. Well, somebody's jumped back into the zone because it's now spawned another. It's spawned another cutlass and something else as well. And because I was the guy that was loitering around in the area, it was me that they locked onto in terms of contacts, and that's a saber. He's going to be nasty. You can steal a disabled AI ship. Oh dear. Now, that was kind of a mixed blessing. On the one side, it has meant that I am about to black out because for some reason G-Save's offline. Ooh, yeah, there's the double-edged sword, because crashing into him has caused me to lose shielding. Now, I can't attack him directly until my shields have come online. So I'm going to need to... There we go. Now my shields are back up on my 4, and I think I've lost my aft shield generator. But yeah, he crashed into me, which caused me to... he just tried to... I don't know what he tried to do. Sometimes they do that. This was a thing that happened back in the bad old days in the Arena Commander Vandal Swarm module, that ships just used to stop in mid-flight and you used to just smack straight into them and die. So it wasn't fun. Right, we've taken care of the saber. Right, to answer your question, Paragon Greenish says, ever tried to steal a disabled AI ship? Is it even possible? So the answer is yes, there are patrol ships that can appear, but it's difficult. You can shoot them out. I think it was Twerk17. I saw a video who did it. There we go. So who is this? This is Magan. I'm not going to attack Magan because he's technically here by rights. Why are you doing that? Stop it. I need to get rid of the zoom function. Are we going to let Magan take it? He probably is going to take it anyway. Yeah, he's there. He's gone. And all we got from it was this lousy broken ship because we crashed into a saber that stopped right in front of us, or at least decided to crash into us. Not that I'm salty. Yeah, so Twerk17 managed to get into a security patrol vessel that was hanging around one of the comm arrays. And it took him a while to do it. Who's this? This is Rincan in a Freelancer, so he's going to be crapping himself that he's now spotted a Hornet appearing. Even if it's a damaged Hornet, I can still do some significant damage to him if I stay behind him. Because, no offense, those big guns are nasty. Yeah, he's spotted me and he's now going, oh no. Unless, of course, he's going to hang around and grief me, which is a distinct possibility. I don't think a Freelancer can fit on these pads, though. But yeah, it took him a bit of time. He managed... It was an Avenger Stalker that he managed to get onto.
Starting repairs now.
And he climbed onto the back of it, and then he glitched out, and then he had to drift back in, and he glitched out again. He drifted back in for the third time. And he managed to get on board. And he managed to shoot out the AI from inside the ship, and it was perfectly flyable. I think it got a bit screwy, but it is possible to steal another ship. Now, is our friend still here? No, he's bugged out because he's scared. Unless, of course, I'm just selecting. No, he's still here. What are you doing? No, we're going to be nice and and not hurt him, because he hasn't done anything to us. We haven't done anything to him. Let's just go along. Right, okay. I've had enough of helping other people finish their comrades. I want to have some fun myself. So we're going to go bugger off to Yella. Oh, Yella, where are you? Old Yella. There it is. I need to turn around to my port. There we go. For those of you looking at chat, you can see what they're talking about. Yeah, so at the start I talked about the things that you can do in 3.0, and yeah, cargo is going to be one of them. I'm really looking forward to the mission givers and just being able to fly, because Yella is one of the moons we're going to be able to land on. Yella should be getting a facelift at some point, because I don't think that's the final map for it. But it doesn't have an atmosphere. It's freezing cold. It's pot-marked, it's cratered, it's just generally unpleasant to be in. If you get out without a survival suit, you are going to die. And this ties into this death of a spaceman thing that they were talking about in the development notes from way back when, back in 2013, 2012, when they envisaged the game and first started coming up with the idea for the game. The other ones are going to be Selin, which is another moon of Crusader, which we aren't able to currently travel to. And then we got Daymar, which is another moon of Crusader. Yes, Crusader has a lot of moons, and this is just a little tiny bit of a solar system. This isn't even a whole solar system. This is just the moons of a gas giant that we're flying around now. So, and you think this area is big, wait until we get to the bigger stuff. And the final one is imported from a star system called Nix, and that planet is called Delmar. And Delmar comes with the Levski landing system. Why has the Misk Freelancer I was targeting suddenly gone to 0? Maybe because he died and it's not been updated in the system. Of all those planets, I know that Delmar, not Daymar, not the one from Nix, Delmar has an atmosphere. Because one of the items on the 3.0 schedule, which is available on the RSI website, is atmospheric entry tech. So in addition to being able to land and drive your little rover around and explore all the surface sites that they've put in and all the wrecked derelict ships, we will also be able to go through the atmosphere and see the atmospheric effects. Now, that's not full atmospheric dynamic flight model, but it's a pretty close approximation. I don't know whether if you approach at too high an angle, whether your ship will burn up. I don't know whether that's a thing. I'm kind of hoping it is, so that we get some kind of indicator for how steep and shallow our vector has to be before we can punch through the atmosphere. Because of course today with modern rockets, if it's too steep, then that thing that's coming down from space is going to be traveling so fast that the sheer pressure, the force of it shoving through the atmosphere, is going to overheat it. It's going to destroy it. Whereas too shallow, it won't have enough speed to punch through. What it'll do is just basically bounce off the atmosphere. It'll hit the top of the atmosphere, get buffeted around and pushed back up for a bit, and then it'll just do it again as it gets dragged further and further down. So eventually that angle of attack will increase to the point where it will go through the atmosphere. And that's what you get with some kinds of space junk. So rocket motors, screws off the ISS, bits of broken satellite, which we have the Chinese to thank because they launched one at it and broke it up into a million pieces, which are now hurtling around our planet at silly bugger speed. So I'm looking forward to a whole bunch of constellations ramming themselves through the atmosphere with my fingers crossed that they've gone a little bit too steep and will explode into a million pieces, because some of those explosions are incredibly pretty. The other thing I'm interested in thinking, well, I've posted this on Twitter and I've not got that much of a response, but currently in the PU, because I've got a Carrack, I've got 2 ships that come with my package currently. Because I don't have a Carrack, the Carrack's not available, it's still very much in the grey, well, not even the grey box, I think it's sort of halfway between concept and grey box. Which basically means it's in development limbo until they manage to get jump points sorted. But that's okay. So in its stead, I have got both this, which is the F7C, a single-seater combat ship, which it's my so-called Arena Commander loaner, because the Constellation, which I've also got, Constellation Andromeda, can't yet go into Arena Commander. I'm assuming when it does, I'll lose the F7C, which I'm sad about because I really don't want to be spending an extra $150 to pick up the F7C and have it in my hangar as another ship. Mainly because I can't afford it on top of making my stream look nice, but there you go. I love this ship, don't get me wrong, it's a lovely vessel. But I'm going to lose it eventually, and I know that. But yeah, I've currently got the Constellation Andromeda, which is perfectly fine for pootling around the persistent universe. You can go a bunch of places. It's a reasonable dogfighter. And it's a good thing to have with a bunch of friends. But when 3.0 drops and we start landing on planets, I'm wondering something. Now, the Andromeda can and does take the Ursa rover, and it can also fit a Dragonfly into its lower cargo hold. But does that mean when 3.0 drops, does that mean that my ship, my Constellation Andromeda, will be exchanged for a Constellation Aquila loaner? Because the Aquila is the exploration ship, which would make a better fit for an exploration concept model, that I get an exploration ship rather than my current sort of dog's body trader, mercantile fighter Constellation Andromeda. Whilst I'm here, this is, if you remember back to last Wednesday's stream when I was doing the whole giveaway thing, we managed to end up at the Big Benny's graveyard. And the guy who made the Big Benny's graveyard also set up a bunch of these transmitters, though how one man can do that, I'm not entirely sure. I'm assuming this is some kind of local yellow broadcast network, which is using the convenience of the asteroids to set up various broadcasting sites from, assuming, outposts on the surface. But the Big Benny's guy has come along and stolen all the Big Benny's machines from around Stanton's system, and I'm assuming other systems as well, because there's a ton of these Big Benny's, these graffiti Big Benny's machines hanging around. Made the big graveyard, which is somewhere over here, and then also hooked a bunch of the Big Benny's machines up into these transmitters. That's just what you're hearing is the Big Benny's jingle. So we'll get away from that. We'll just continue. We'll continue moseying along, guys. This stream is for you. If you've got any comments, any criticisms, any suggestions of what you'd like to see me do, please don't hesitate to drop them in the comments box. If you want to see me fight a public enemy, I'll see whether there's one available. I can't guarantee that I will win, and I can't guarantee that I will be any good at it, and I can't guarantee that I will talk a lot whilst I'm doing it, because fighting other players is a bit more difficult. You've seen how I am with NPCs. Wait until you see what I'm like with a player. I just go completely silent because I have to use all my brain power fighting him, especially if he's a really good player and we're equally matched. It becomes a bit more of an issue. But yeah, what else can I do? I can do the ICC missions again. If you guys want to see me do the ICC missions, please let me know. If you want me to hang around Port Olisar and act as a sort of policeman around Olisar, I can do that. If you want me to go do the Kovalex mission again, please let me know. If you want me to go to Korea and sit around again, I'm not fantastic with my FPS weapons, but I can certainly give it a go. And we'll go and kill some pirates that are just trying to clear their bounties. If you really want, what we can do is we can turn pirate and go and crash into an asteroid, and I can show you around Grimhex. And then get killed as a bunch of players sits on the Korea whilst I go and try and clear my bounty. So we can flip the whole roll thing, and I can go show you Grimhex, because there are ways to find Grimhex when you're not a pirate player. It's just it's become so finicky now, because CIG obviously noted that there was a whole bunch of people from Olisar just derping to a specific point and then jumping across to Yella and then heading straight for Grimhex. Whereas I'm assuming they wanted be a bit more secret, because otherwise when the main game launches there's just going to be a whole bunch of, well, there's not already, but there's going to be a whole bunch of players camping outside it farming kills on pirates, which isn't very fun for the pirates. Paragon Greenie wants me to be a policeman. Are you jumping in, Paragon, or are we going solo today? So, CIG have repositioned Grimhex, so if I want to go to Grimhex, I'm going to have to ram a ship or shoot an unarmed player or, something fun. Okay, so we are going to do some Star Citizen RP, which will be much easier if I had voice comms. But for the moment, this is going to have to do with text chat. And I've seen that done a whole bunch of times. Well, there you go. Yeah, it's been a bit buggy and server laggy, and to me. Ooh, speaking of, shall we see what we can go through here? This looks hollow. I'm going to do it really slowly. Hats off to the people that can do this properly. We're just going to uncouple, and we're going to do this in decouple mode because I can find that easier to deal with. Nope, we can't, because that's how it was. Okay. See, Steven Nemesis is exactly the same for me. And the Reclaimer. Oh, the Reclaimer is a really nice ship. It's not my kind of playstyle. But there we go. Oh, there's a Retaliator bomber. Yeah, I'm really sort of... I don't think there's anything I can really police here. There's a whole bunch of people here, but no one seems to be doing sort of RP, so I really can't do any RP back to them, because most likely what I'll do is I'll say, does anyone want to do some RP and chat and just do some other bits and pieces? And 9 times out of 10 I'll just get sod off nerd, or I'll get the occasional person that's happy to do it. In fact, some of the newbie players, when you jump into a Constellation, there we go, it begins with a C. They're all like, yes captain, no captain, 3 bags full captain, because they're so new, and it's really sweet. I love it when they call me captain. It feeds my god complex. Oh, someone's already chosen 07. I'm going to go 06. Fine. Be like that Bolshi game. I'm going to go spawn a carrot, because goodness sake, I keep on saying carrot. It's not a carrot, it's a constellation. There we go. Right, we'll just drop onto Olisar like that, and we'll hop out of our ship. And there we go. Yeah, from the fastest ship, because they're now Steven Nemesis has now asked what the fastest ship so far. In a straight, that question becomes a bit too pronged. I had one of those questions in the help desk chat a couple of days ago, where somebody asked me what the fastest ship was. They were convinced that their what were they flying? They were flying a... I think they just bought an Eclipse, and they were trying to gauge whether they just made a good purchase by asking what the fastest ship was. And I said the Buck can get around 750 because I played the Buck the night before. Hey Paragon, thanks for the retweet. Greatly appreciated. Yeah, if you guys do enjoy the stream, stick it out on social media, stick it out on YouTube, stick it on Facebook, let your mum know, let your dog know. Stick it on a carrier pigeon and send it around the world. Stick it in a bottle. Maybe someone in 3 years' time will join me on the stream. Who knows? But yeah, I am reliant on people dropping into the channel to give you a good experience, because it means that I get to shut up for a bit whilst because when the chat is quiet, there's nothing wrong with a quiet chat. It's just that what you'll get is me just rambling on and on and on and on and on about every little thing that comes into my head. Oh, speaking of rambling on and on and on and on and on about random things. Oh, I just respawned my Hornet, of course, because I was going to spawn a Connie, wasn't I? You know, scatterbrain. It's been a long day, yeah. So I was on Twitter, and one of the guys I used to work with, who was editor of Pure Xbox magazine, a guy called Ken Barnes, lovely guy, nicest guy you can meet, seriously solid editor, and I was really sad to see Pure Xbox close when it did. I'm assuming I didn't help the situation. I wasn't the most reliable writer, but you know, you do what you can. Alpha 010. I should have realised when it said 01, and it wasn't going to be a constellation. But yeah, I was browsing Twitter, and I saw he'd made He's been tweeting a lot about this so-called DDP yoga. Now, I've always thought that yoga, it's down dog, cat arch, warrior pose, and it's really nice and easy, and it's the sort of thing you see on, well, it was made fun of on Grand Theft Auto, and you see it in the context of it being made fun of in LA. And I thought, it's going to be difficult. And then he started racking up these massive calorie burns, and he started posting pictures of how he was, working really hard on this yoga thing. And I thought to myself, well, I've got a gym subscription that I'm not bothering to go to, because the gym I go to is like 7 or 8 miles away, because I'm an idiot and there's no local gym close to me that I trust. So I went sort of 2 months. And then one day, you know how it goes. You get a bit bored. You get a bit tired. Tell you what. Shall we go and get some more players on here before I continue my story? What pad am I on? Am I? Ooh, I'm stuck. What pad am I on? And what landing zone am I on? I think I'm on Alpha 10, but I can't be sure. I will continue my story momentarily, people. Do not fear. Yes, I'm on 010 and I'm on Alpha. Anyone want to join me on a Connie Onissa A10? You will start on my Twitch stream. I'll write live stream. And I'll wait until about a whole bunch of players suddenly goes, yeah, me. And then because I haven't set a stream delay, a whole bunch of pirates will just track me around and dirt me in the face. Yeah, so I saw a bunch of pictures and I thought to myself, well, this might be a good investment. So I checked it out. And this guy is an American. He's an ex-wrestler as far as I could tell. And I've got my first bite of the day, Mr. Ghost. And it was... Ooh, hello. Get on the elevator. Ex-wrestler. And I thought to myself, these workouts look relatively easy. The Colditz cock is also coming. So yeah, I'm being joined by Mr. Ghost, and by the looks of it, the Colditz cock as well. And when you say it in all one word, it's not wrong. So yeah, I signed up for the thing, and I decided that I'd do my first thing tonight before the stream. I would get it out early. Whoopsie. Lol. Okay, you had a bit of a fall. There we go. Because he fell down. Yeah, so I decided to do it tonight, and I thought to myself, ooh, wow, where are we going? I think we might have glitched. Muchly. There we go. Because that was weird. Okay, he stabilized us now. We'll see what kind of havoc we can cause. So yeah, I tried it. Head back to A10. Ooh, hello. because the last thing people want to do is having to climb into this on the run. Yeah, so I started the first workout tonight thinking, you know what, it's going to be an easy one. I'm going to be fine. It's going to be cool. And then 10 minutes in, it looked like I jumped into the Atlantic Ocean and back out again. I was soaking in sweat. I know you want to hear this whilst you're eating your tea or your lunch. I do apologise. But, yeah, it was... No, that's cool. We can live with his bad entry weight because the game is kind of glitched. Yeah, I kid you not. If you think yoga's for wusses, or you think yoga is something easy and simple to do, you have got to be. Yeah, think again. It is the hardest thing I could possibly ever have done. But then again, it was only the first day, so it's going to be interesting. I've got cat hairs up my nose again because reasons. We might be being joined by Star Cyan in a second on the chat. Who knows? If you are there on the chat, Star, hello. If you're joining us, say hi. If you're going to join us on the Connie, hi still. If you are just using the Twitch chat or Twitch overlay to track where we are, and you're going to be a sneaky little pirate, then I wish you luck, sir. Oh, where are you? Star. Star, where have you gone? Well, you said you're here, so I'm assuming you are... you going down the airlock? Do you know? Take it out to Benny Henge. So we've got Archaic Fury. So he hasn't typed yet, so I'm assuming he's a newbie that's never seen a constellation before. And he's going, I want to be pilot and I want to take it somewhere, and there's already someone sitting in the PU loner as I have a carac. Because I don't have anything else. It is a hi. Sup? I see we are all dressed appropriately. We've all got our spacesuits on. I think Mr. Ghost... yeah, Mr. Ghost is in marine gear. Sorry, I was sort of temporarily mesmerised by what was being typed in chat. We got Archaic Fury over there, and I thought we were being joined by Cocktits, but there we go. Coldit's Cock. That's the one. But he doesn't seem to be here. Why is he not here? Because he should be here. Anyway, whilst we're hanging around, and if everyone has joined me on stream, welcome. My name is Desiccant Owl. Yeah. Don't worry, Cold. We are waiting. Soon, my friend, soon. Oh, somebody just destroyed something over there. Yes, my name is Desiccant Owl. I'll continue with the intro because I might have a few more new players on stream. Yeah, I stream Mondays and Wednesdays, 8 PM to 10 PM UK. That's 12 to 2 PM Pacific. Someone give us a lift, Madons. Madons? My castle for a dons? What is a don? From where? Because that's the next question. Yeah, I stream 8 to 10 PM UK, 12 till 2 PM PST, and I'm mainly a Star Citizen streamer. Well, I'm totally a Star Citizen streamer. So if you want to keep up with what I'm doing, it's twitch.tv/Desiccant Owl, where you're watching me from now. If you're watching on YouTube, welcome. Landing pad 60. No such place as 60. Do you mean 06, and which strut? Let's place the 60. Do you mean 06 and which strut? Oh, he's got 60. It's 09, you dum-dum. No, I can see you. It's 09. We, the big ship in front of you. Okay, Archaic Fire is going to go. Is he going down? There we go. He's coming aboard. He's coming aboard. We have a Hornet F7C who is in landing mode. All aboard, all aboard. Star Saiyan is here and with us. Yes, I only stream Star Citizen because it's my favourite game and I love it to bits. If you join me on the Monday stream, we'll do our customary introduction. We'll go, sup, welcome Star Saiyan to the stream. Grab yourself a turret or grab yourself a chair. We's going places, and I don't know where we's going because, of course, Mr. Ghost is on the helm, and Mr. Ghost where Mr. Ghost wants. And we're being joined by the Colditz Cock. And I can't type. And we say hi to the Colditz Cock. Star Saiyan is on stream. Right, everybody grab a chair, grab a turret. I think there's still one turret left. There's still one turret left. Other than that, it's co-pilot or bust. So let's go, guys. Let's go, go, go. Everybody get your seats. I think Mr. Ghost, take her away. Dangerous floater outside. Probably not as dangerous as some of the stuff that you can leave in a toilet on a regular basis. That's pretty dangerous stuff. Any job you got for me, Colditz Cock? If you are on stream and there's no seats available, then no, I don't think we have got a job for you. No, we don't have a Starfarer. No, we're in the Connie. Cold. Cool. I wish that was a really. Dude, I gotta be totally honest with you. I've never co-piloted. Not really. Yeah, actually, as you're in chat, I can do this with you. No, not really. It's currently a bit of a sort of token position at the moment. You can't do anything in the co-pilot seat. The overlay doesn't work. The game doesn't respond. As soon as 3.0 hits, we should be able to do stuff with the ship. But right now, it's purely just for show. I keep saying on my other live streams, if you've been there. Hello, we'll wave again. Yeah, I have no plan, guys. If you're watching, I have no plan for what we're doing. Oh, Paragon Greeny's here. And I completely missed it. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, Paragon Greeny is my long-suffering friend. And we enjoy the finer things on Star Citizen, like shooting each other on a regular basis. Right now, we have... See, this is what Star Citizen is all about, is getting a group of people together and just messing around in the universe. I think Mr. Ghost is going to be taking us to Benny Henge. So take it away, Mr. Ghost. Take it away. There we go. He's kicked off the engines. And meanwhile, we can go have a look at what everyone else is doing. Who is this? I think that's Archaic Fox. I can't tell. Everyone's got their own little... I don't know. I can't tell who this is. Who's this in the bed? Do a mission. Let's battle. Okay, we should do a mission. Well, I think what currently is... okay, so Colditz Cock is in the escape pods. Currently, I think we're just going to Benny Henge. So if you're all newbie players and you've not really experienced Star Citizen before, then Mr. Ghost is taking to a very special place. And whilst we're going there, I will tell you the story of the Big Benny Henge. And it's an interesting story, one that has many, many, many yarns. It all starts in Grimhex. If you head to Grimhex and go to one of the HAB modules on the upper deck, you will find a pod which has been partially vandalized. There's a datapad inside, and in that datapad you'll find a whole series of information, mainly relating to one guy who's got a bit upset with the guys that make the Big Bennies. And he's taking Big Benny's machines. I know it's a scandalous thing. He takes Big Benny's machines. Turns up as a Terra Mills employee. Terra Mills is the guys that go and refill Big Benny's machines. Turns up as a Terra Mills employee to anywhere in the Stanton system. Says that their machine is running a bit oddly and needs repairing. He sticks it onto a dolly, wheels it out to his ship and takes it away and says he'll have it back in a couple of days. But they never bring them back. And it's kind of a mystery. And so you wander around Grimhex, you find a few more data pads, then you hop on your ship and you're going, well, the story kind of ended and I don't know what's going on. And then you start wandering around the Yellow system and you'll find a whole bunch of of markers hanging around. These yellow flashing beacons, and you'll find that those are connected up to Big Benny machines, and those have been vandalized quite significantly. Oh, I'm about to glitch out of my ship. Paragon Greenie's face is enjoying at the moment, and we're dancing. So where was I? Yes, there's a whole yarn. If you go to some of these blinky flashy lights when you're in your own ships, you will find that there is a Big Benny's machine stuck on top of a transmission tower. And this guy from Terra Mills is basically sticking a big middle finger up to the guys that make the Big Benny's machines. And so he's plugged them into these transmitters, and they're transmitting the Big Benny's theme song around the asteroid ring of Yellow. And in one specific location, which Mr. Ghost is taking us to, the guy has made a kind of effigy. He's built up a whole bunch of Big Benny's machines, and we'll see what that looks like. And unfortunately, our guy makes a very sticky end. You shoot me, Paragon, I swear to God. I will kick your ass when I respawn. I think all the turrets are occupied. Does one of the operators want to swap with Cold? Because yes, the Connie Andromeda has sort of 6 main positions. You've got your pilot, you've got your 2 co-pilot seats, and you've got your dorsal and your ventral turrets. And then the other final position is out the back here. If you head round here, this is the cargo bay, and I'm really not happy with standing on that cargo bay at the moment because it is a bit glitchy in this build. You go back here, and you run in here. This is the sort of the 6th position. This is the Merlin Snub Fighter. And so that's position 6. Everything else is just sort of standing room only. So you can kind of see how this ship would operate. Now, I've seen it talked about previously that ships like this, they only have 4 beds. And so when players log out of a game, what they'll do is they'll sleep in a bed. And if all the players on a ship log out and save in beds, then that ship will despawn from the server after a set period of time. However, if there are any other players on the server, or on the ship, then that ship will not despawn. And because the players who have logged out are already occupying those beds, a la, say, Ark Survival Evolved, then you won't be able to log out safely without the ship being just exposed and left in the cold, dark vacuum of space, which anyone can steal or, pillage or plunder or just leave you with nothing, or even kill your crew members. So please have all chairs and tables in the upright position. So we'll take a pew out here. So what then that means is you could quite easily use, say, a Constellation Andromeda as a fighting vessel. You could take her to somewhere and offload a whole bunch of people. But she's not going to be an exploration vessel for a large contingent of players. She's going to be a short-range fighter or a longer-range explorer, or mercantile vessel. And here we go. We can hear the haunting sound of the Big Benny's machines as we approach. And it's a very haunting sound. You can hear the Benny henge from a long way away, a long way away. And Mr. Ghost knows exactly where this is. I need to remember this location because I found it on last Wednesday's live stream completely by accident. I was trying to follow a Retaliator bomber to Grimhex and came across this. So well, there we go. There's Benny Henge. Awesome. There we go. Nicely done. Thank you very much, Mr. Ghost. So there's a guy who knows exactly what's happening. We'll stay. Actually, no, we'll get out because it's good fun, and we'll let these other guys descend because it's easier to get them out of the airlock. We'll give it a second whilst they disembark. There we go. Whoopsie! I fell. Ooh, who's shooting at my ship? Ah, so someone's in the turret and is shooting at somebody. Gosh, some people. And so yes, this is where the Big Benny's Stealer comes in. Comes to a sticky end. So there's his little dolly trolley, which he takes all these Big Benny's machines, and there is the unfortunate soul. And he's wearing the medium Raider suit, and he's carrying a bearing arms ballistic rifle. And there's his can of spray paint, and he's just covered in Big Benny's boxes. Poor fella, crushed by his own thing. And yeah, so I have no idea why he has this obsession with defacing the Big Benny's machines, but there you go. It's kind of what happens. Oh, someone's fallen over and is having a nut. The Colditz cock is having fun. And you fell over. Nice job, buddy. Nice job. But he sets up this wonderful Benny henge in the middle, and yeah, and this is the ending of the story. So this is where you'll find his final resting place. Something that starts in Jerry Alakila. Yeah, sure. So hey Jerry Alakila. I think that's. Am I saying it right? I can't be sure. Right. Okay. So the only way we're going to be able to get back onto the ship is if we jump back on via the cargo lift, because this is where is everybody on, because we're going to need to close this up. Someone's managed to get in through the lift. If you it's a Finnish name. This is probably your best bet, guys. If you're watching, this is probably your best bet for getting back on board the ship. And if Cold turns around, we might be able to get him back on. If you come over here, buddy. There we go. Yeah, in here. Then we will shut this, and we'll all sort of glitch around on the floor because that's how we play. And then hopefully that would respawn you. Although poor little Coldest Cock has, I think, glitched through the floor. Oh no, there he goes. And are we going to get glitched on the ladder? Nope, we haven't got glitched on the ladder. There we go. Nice. And so there you go. Sometimes that's really glitchy. Sometimes it works really nicely. Sometimes it doesn't. I might get stuck. Who knows? Hey, it worked perfectly. Right. Okay. So. Right. Everyone aboard. Shall we have some combat fun? Right, okay. Is anybody still in the... Is anyone still in the turrets? I think someone's still in the turrets. Yeah, there's two guys in the turrets. I think it was the two guys that jumped in. Probably Paragon and somebody else. You can't actually see them in the turret, which is kind of annoying. Because it'd be nice to see some of the animation. Right, where has Mr. Ghost taken us? He's taken us to just outside of Crusader. Okay, Archaic Fury's in top turret, and I think Paragon is in the bottom turret. And we'll get to see how these guys work under pressure. So no pressure, dude. Oh, have we... okay, we've jumped back into... Oh no, Paragon's here. We've jumped back into Yellow. Are we going to Grimhex, I wonder? Because this was how to... From the YouTube videos I did see, this was how to get into Yellow. And a big thanks to Pigyappa. If I'm assuming... Hey, buddy. Now, if it's Finnish, am I saying it right? Pigyappa? Pigyappa? I mean, I could be butchering this for all I know. Thank you very much for the follow, buddy. Ooh, Mr. Ghost has turned around. I have to go. Okay, friend. Thanks for taking us to Big Benny Hen. Everyone's turning around and leaving. Yeah. But I'm wondering whether I'm saying it right. So I think pronounced. Go on then. You tell me how it's pronounced. The ship is on course for Grimhex. Okay, cool. So it's up to you. Cold is in the pilot seat, so this should be interesting. Shall I take over? I think I'll take over. I'll hop into the pilot seat and we'll have some fun. Okay, so it's not Paragon in the turret. So someone give up your... Why is Coldit saying shit? Right, can I regain control of the vessel? There we go. So I think Grimhex is this one here. From what I can recall, why am I slowing down? There we go. I think someone's trying to get out the front windscreen. Yeah, thanks for the follow, buddy. It's greatly appreciated. We'll also kick in some afterburners to get going. So standby. I can only max out a powerful speed of 450 meters per second, which if you watch me in my Hornet F7C, I can go 555. If you've got a Buccaneer, you can go 710 in a straight line. So prepare for... This will be so much easier when we have voice chat. This could be interesting. We might be about to die. Who knows? So I need everybody on turrets. I need everybody on... Who's shooting? Ceasefire. We're not there yet. Nobody in this ship's an enemy. At least I hope they're not. Otherwise I'm going to get shot in the back. I think it's this one. I'm pretty certain it is this one. Because it's a really hyper-concentrated... Oh dear, Paragon's aiming at me again. Put the gun down, boy. I'm not a valid target. Save your anger for those that deserve it. Where can you find Grim? To be honest, I'm not entirely sure because Mr. Ghost pointed us in this direction. And I've seen a bunch of YouTube videos, but I don't know where it is. Right. We're going to go 225 because we need to start slowing down in preparation for landing. And Matunias. I'm butchering all these names. Thanks for the follow, buddy. Greatly appreciated. Big shout out. Oh, who's shooting? I mean, it's not going to do anything. Well, it is doing a little bit. It's doing something to my starboard shield, but it's not massive. I would be expecting targets around about now, but I've not got any targets to attack. So I'm going to have to. Oh. And I've just received the notification that someone's followed me, but I haven't seen anything pop up on screen. So if you have followed me, thank you very much. It's greatly appreciated. If you'd like to drop your name in chat so I know who you are, because I can't see that. Now, Grimhex is here. And we're almost certain to get a campy sniper. If this is you, Paragon, mucking around in the front, I'm going to... Oh, Matthias. Matthias? Could be Matthias. I'm butchering it again. Sorry. Right, prepare everybody for landing at Grimhex. This is going to be where it gets a bit dicey, because I don't know how many players are currently existing at Grimhex. So we could be all about to get our asses handed to us on a silver platter. Why is this not working? There we go. Right, we're going to have to land right next to the front entrance. So, ooh, frames have tanked again. Yeah, if you guys seem to find it easier to chat in the global chat, which is good because then everyone, even on the YouTube video, can see it. I find it easier when I'm watching other streamers if I'm chatting in chat with them on the same server. Right, prepare yourselves for landing. Boosters deployed. Matthias. Okay, it's Matthias. I thought it might be. Okay, we are landed. Touchdown. I don't know either. All I've seen are YouTube vids, and even then they are hard to follow. Okay, sweet. So for those of you that want to check out Grimhex, I would thoroughly recommend, those of you on stream who want to check out Grimhex, I'd thoroughly recommend going aboard. You will need your weapons drawn because this is an active combat zone. So please be aware that that is the case. Someone's joined our ship. Who is this? It's Star. Sometimes the names don't pop up. So let's make it down to the surface. Ooh. Weapons at the ready, people. We don't know when we're going to get attacked. Okay, make your way to the elevator. Go, 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 go. Who knows how many snipers there are out here? Shit, no. Press 1. You should have your arc pistol. Press 1. And it should come up with your arc pistol. If not, you might need to go to the... Port Olisard Garrett defense. Right, okay. Front entrance was clear. That's not allowing me into the docking collar, so keep your weapons drawn. Keep your weapons drawn, because this is where they sometimes hide. Okay, push into the airlock. Push, 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 push. Star, come on, we got you covered. There you go. Don't worry, we're not shooting at you. We're not shooting. Go, go, go into the airlock. Into the airlock. Right, activate the cycle. Activate the cycle. We got you covered. Go on, activate it. Fine, I'll activate it. Right, we're gonna lose our weapons because this is now the armistice zone. So you won't be able to use your weapons in here. It's just mainly outside that's the problem. But then, yeah, go nuts. If you've never been to Grimhex before, this is a prime time to have a look around. So we'll just call the elevator because that's what we need. There we go. One elevator. And everybody's on. Okay. Nice. I love this. See, there's two badasses with bearing assault rifles, and then there's Star with nothing but a little art pistol. Tell you what, buddy, we'll go and get you some better weapons. Right, here you go. Here's a pirate who's almost certainly going to nick our stuff. Sup. He's a naughty player. Paragon's going back up. Are you going to defend the ship, Paragon? Hey, are you going to defend the ship? Because you need to keep an eye on this dude. He might try and steal the stuff, the Connie. So, oh, he's not going up. Okay, fair enough. Cool. Star, where have you gone? We were going to get you a better weapon. Because this guy has no idea. He's sort of looking at us, going, "Why have you got white names?" That poor little guy is completely confused. He's sort of like, what are the Olisar goody goody two shoes doing on Grimhex? Poor guy. Never mind. Yeah, so he'll probably come out guns blazing. He's currently got a... What has he got? Oh, I've glitched into the wall panels. He's just got an arc pistol, so... Yeah, with the bearing... Yeah, we were going to get you a nice pistol, buddy. We were going to take you to... I can't remember exactly where the guns are sold. If guns are sold at Grimhex, I thought they were. So this is the clothing shop, but I don't know where the guns are. I'm pretty certain there's a Garrett Defense or some kind of defense shop around here. Is it on the upper level? I think it might be on the upper level. I mean, yeah, we're going to get you a better weapon if you've got the credits for it. We can't get you a better weapon if, for example, you don't have the money for it. This is... Okay, this is the armour. Oh, and this is the armour and the weapons. Oh, these guys have got the Devastator shotgun. Yes! Oh, I can't seem to buy it. Oh, why can't I buy it? Oh, because I didn't check the... I didn't do the proper thing. Oh, I've already bought it, so I can... There we go. So if I look down now, I should have a Devastator shotgun strapped to my chest. Oh, no, or not. How bizarre. This is a bit like Christmas. Which, hang on, did I? Yeah, I picked up the same Devastator energy shotgun. But yeah, this is where you go to get the better weapons. Because Olisar, they only sell the bearing assault rifle. They don't sell any of the other weapons. But if you like any of the other things... Someone's activated the constellation, and I know it's going to be Paragon. He's going to take off and fly away, because that's the kind of guy he is. Ooh, what is this? Spara light armor. I mean, I kind of want to try it on. Nah, I prefer my Odyssey flight suit. Here's the Calico light armor. It's the guy that was at Big Benny Henge, the guy who got crushed. Has the other guy just tried to get on board? Is that what he's done? Ooh, Archaic Fury is a bad guy now. He's got his big heavy pirate outfit on. Shall we head back up to the surface now, guys? Oh, there's Star. You got yourself your gun yet, buddy? Do you want to see the weapons? Do you want to see the weapons? Sure. Right. Okay. This way. We go up here. We're going to go back. Someone is shooting at something, and does that sound like the Connie's weapons? I'm not entirely sure. It's not the big front cannons, but it's the. I get really tanky frames out here. I mean, seriously bad frames. Yeah, this is not Twitch. This is what I'm actually getting. It's a question of whether you can afford anybody, because I know the Devastator energy shotgun is 3,000 credits. Find the shotty to be a good. yeah, the shotty's a good weapon, especially in close quarter fighting. At longer ranges, the rifle is a pretty good one. The energy and the bearing arms ballistic rifles, they're okay. The Gallant energy rifle I find is a little better for attack than the bearing ballistic, mainly because the Gallant has a rechargeable capsule. It doesn't take ammunition, whereas the bearing seems to only have 2 clips that you can carry with you, certainly on these suits. So the suit you're wearing, with the stuff that Archaic Fire is running, he can have multiple mags, but for our kind of flight suits, we can only carry 2 mags for the bearing, so it's better to have energy-based weapons for us. Other than that, it's really up to you, I think, is the best way to describe it. Someone else has got into the Connie again. What's up? Lag. Yeah, I know. Lag is a problem. Lag is a big problem. Because currently I'm tanking it at sort of... I must be lower than 10 frames a second here. So you're gonna buy it? Because you need to scroll... if you're going to buy it, you need to scroll down on your mouse wheel when you're looking at it to buy it. And it should appear on your body when you do. Yeah, mine's strapped over my left shoulder. So yeah, you look at the item, you scroll down, which will change it from inspect to buy. Because currently what you're doing is inspecting it. Which is all very nice, but so yeah, I don't know. You need to put the item back on the rack. Yeah, put the item on the rack, then look at it, scroll down with the mouse wheel without picking it up. There you go. That's how you do it. Done. Right, shall we head back to the Connie? Nice indeed. Let's head back to the Connie, because I think Paragon wants to get out, and we need to make sure that we're not going to get hit by any nasty little pirates. The Colditz is getting a bit confused, so we'll call the elevator. I once had a very interesting conversation with Bad News Baron in one of these elevators. Because it was a good thing. I didn't know whether he was the actual Bad News Baron. I thought it might be a somebody pretending to be him, but no, turned out it was. Right, we all in? Okay, so Paragon, we are on our way back. Next time, guys, I will set up a Discord server and we can have a chit chat. Because currently with Twitch lag, it is a bit of a problem. Someone is shooting. It's always a good start. Come on. Oh, it says it's open. Why does it say it's open? There we go. Okay, when we're in the airlock, we're going to have to pull the weapons out, and so that one will have gone to 2 star. So you need to press 2 when we open the doors. So ready, 3, 2, 1. Should have just come through to you now. So pull weapons. 2. You need to press 2. There. Now it's 1, 2, 2. Press 2. There we go. Right. So let's go. The Connie is hovering 65 meters above us. Right, clear. Paragon, you're going to need to land it, buddy. Because we won't be able to get out the gravity well here. So you'll need to land it. Come on, keep going. Yeah, we're clear, don't worry. We're clear. We're clear. Land it. Come on, you can do it. Just a bit further. Just a bit further. Bit further, come on. You also need... Yeah, there we go. Yep, you got it. Right, go. Now, I should be able to close it from here, but I might not be able to. Nadgers, I think the terminal's up here. Oh, do we have a pirate? We have a pirate! So back off. Back off. Someone call the elevator. Ooh. I think we left Star outside. So we'll send the elevator back down to him. Please don't shoot him. Give it a second. Give it a second. We are still waiting on Star. Oh, hang on. He's oh, hello. What are we doing? What's going on? Why am I glitching out forward? Oh, this is not good. Yeah, no, it's so bad. Lag is so bad. Is Star on board? Because we sent him down the elevator. Star, are you on board? So Paragon's in the... Yep, we're good. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Right, okay, so turrets are available, guys. If you want to... At least there should be. Now one turret available. Oh, now everyone's getting out of their seats. What the hell? So now we're just going to make sure our escape is not being tracked by that guy. And you're going to need to jump us, my friend. So I am currently in Wales. Though where I can say... Whereabouts in Wales I'm not going to say. Because I want to maintain some air of mystery. But yes, I'm in Wales. Though I'm not Welsh. Oh, the lag is real. The lag is so real. Right, where are we? Oh, we're at Cryastro. How interesting. With no targets. What's the plan, Paragon? What is the plan? Because I've got, what, 8 minutes, say, 8 minutes of this stream left. Now, I would continue, but my wife is now trying to sleep in the room opposite. I think Paragon got out of the seat. Why did he get out of the seat? Then I assume that was a really good call to make. Not just a good call, a really good call if you're going to start stalking me. I can't be having that. Although I am moving soon, so if I did tell you, it wouldn't be relevant for another hopefully another 2 months. I'm looking to get a new place, hopefully with a better streaming room. I'm looking for a place with a basement because that's where I'd love to set up my stream. Ooh, what the hell was that? No one is in the cockpit, guys. What is going on? Nobody's in the cockpit. Well, no one's in the pilot's chair, so we're kind of, drifting around, not doing an awful lot. Yeah, basement would be really great, because I know the Nubifier has a basement. He converted his basement into a streaming room, and it worked out really nicely for him. It's basically somewhere where I don't upset my wife if I stream beyond my hour, or 2 hours that I'm allowed to stream. And also I don't get pestered by cats on a regular basis. And as much as I love having cats, they do kind of get pesterish after a while. What are we on? 1:53. Plenty of time. We've gone to the jump overlay. Why have we gone to the jump overlay? Oh, because someone in the pilot seat is trying to get us to go somewhere, although where, I'm not entirely sure. Because we're now approaching Cryastro, but I'm assuming not for long. Now I'm using my X56s here to move the turret around. I think someone else has just got out of the seat. Yep, someone else has... Oh, we've chosen our destination. I just love looking around and looking behind us as we travel away from places with these ships. I mean, granted it's laggy as hell, but it's still incredibly beautiful. Oh, we've come to the ICC probe. Interesting. Oh, and somebody's already attacking us. Although I've got no targets. Where is the nearest target? I mean, we've got one target ahead of us, but I can't seem to track him. Most likely... Oh, someone is shooting inside the cockpit. I can actually hear them. And lag is real. Lag is real. No, apparently I can't turn the turret anymore. I've got this horrible feeling I'm going to disconnect in a second, which would be an interesting way to end the stream. Especially seeing as I've been able to survive in a constellation for more than an hour without someone coming along and derping straight into it or, blowing me up. There we go. Gosh, that was a long quantum jump. We doing an ICC probe mission? Oh gosh, one frame. Less than one frame a second. Where are we? We have just jumped to a random point in the Stanton system. Because we're still in the Stanton system because I can still see blasted Crusader out the window. So where are we going, guys? Oh, we've gone to the... Which ICC probe mission is this? This is ICC... 4? 3, 4, 5? Which is interesting. There we go. Right, so let's see whether we can take on the ads that spawn. Yeah, so I saw. Yeah, I think this is ICC 5. I wonder what ship the server will spawn, because usually on this one it spawns either a 350 or a Gladius. But that's when I'm in an F7C, so whether it'll change it for a constellation, I'm not entirely sure. I don't think many people get constellations this far along the ICC missions, to be honest. Although I suppose we could give it a go on the Monday stream. That would be an interesting one, wouldn't it, if we tried to play the constellation ICC mission. You need to go down, mate. You need to go over here. Because that's where the target is. You need to pull up. Up, 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 up. There we go. Go on, keep going. Because it's drifting away. There we go. Come on, up a bit further. No, it's not that one. It's the one. There's the one over here. Trust me, I've done this multiple times. We are still going down. Why are we still going down? Don't go down. Go forward. More important. There we go. I know she even with comms tab off. Oh, on. Sorry. She still turns like a pig. Right. There's the ad. And it's just spawned us an Aurora. Oh, and it's spawning us 2 targets. And a Sabre. And I have no eyes on the Sabre because it's below me. Radar contacts, guys. Radar contacts. Go hot, go hot, go hot. Yeah, and I think it spawned us a Gladius. Ooh. Big hit. Big old hit there. Where is the Sabre? Atmospheric... What do you mean atmospheric conditions unsafe? That's new. I've never seen that before. The last time I saw that was in the ICC missions. Sorry, not ICC mission. Gamescom demo. Ah, can't get targets lock. There it is. The lag. Don't get out of the ship, you fools. What have you done to my ship? Oh boy. Eject, eject, eject. Yeah, we're going to die. We're going to die, but I suppose it's a fitting way to end the stream. Never mind. Right, yeah, there we go. Boom. See, that's why constellations don't make it very far in the ICC missions. They're just not fast enough to deal with the Gladius. Just not fast enough. Well, lol. Awesome. Oh well, I think that's a perfect time to end the stream. Yes, it is. We're on 1 hour and 59 minutes. So when I finish my outro, we will have finished. So yeah, it was my pleasure to be your host for this evening. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Thank you very much for everybody that joined me, Mr. Ghost, Starsyan, Archaic Fire, Paragon Greenie, Colditz, Coldest cock. And then that random pirate that we scared off at Grimhex. Thanks to everyone that dropped in on chat. It's been great. If you want to catch me again, I stream Mondays and Wednesdays, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. UK. That's 12 till 2 Pacific Standard in the US. If you want to catch up on my VODs, if somebody's missed the stream, then head over to my YouTube page. Just search for Desiccant Owl. I don't have enough subscribers yet to have my own URL. So search Desiccant Owl on the YouTube page. Streams go up on YouTube the day after. So don't forget to check that out tomorrow. Leave a like, share, subscribe, follow me if you haven't already. If you're watching the stream, you like what you saw, hit that follow button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see when I'm streaming next and you don't have a calendar to hand, and you don't want to write all those things about when Des is streaming, just hit that little heart button, change it from that red with the bars through it to a nice big green. You'll get a notification on your phone when I go live. Other than that, if we can get the word out on, Archaic Fury. But Archaic Fire would be so much better. Sorry, I'm joking. Archaic Fury, I do apologise. If you want to help me, can you get my stream information out on YouTube? Social media. So that's Twitter, Facebook. Tell your mum, tell your grandma, tell your dog, strap it to a carrier pigeon, stick it in the bottle, just send it out everywhere. The more followers I get, the better the stream will be. And when we hit 50 followers, I'll do a Star Citizen starter package giveaway. So if you've got any mates that are interested in Star Citizen but don't want to take the plunge because of the cost, don't worry. When I hit 50 followers and hit affiliate status, I will be giving away a starter pack. So let them know, get them to follow the channel. The sooner we get to 50 followers, the better. Okay, greatly appreciated, guys. Take it easy. Have a good one. Stay safe in the verse whilst I desperately try to figure out where my mouse has gone. And I will catch you later. Take it easy. Bye.